Okay, y'all, we're back. Episode 8, podcast 8. Can you believe it? I can't. Now, last week I did try to make a JB AI, and I'm getting there. The thing is, it wanted me to do sections of it, and I don't. I want it to just the lips to move the way my lips are moving. I don't want it to look like an old film where the lips aren't synced. So here we go. Let's just be real and do it ourselves. And if we make mistakes, we make a mistake. Okay. That we could also edit it. All right. So where were we at? We are beneath the surface, episode 8. And I am Jamie Thrash with Helper by Design. And I am here to hopefully make you feel better. And that means mentally and physically. And yeah, that little I have turned off that alert. It keeps going. So we're just going to deal with it. Okay, so last week we talked about how eh, how releasing trapped emotions changes your relationships, and it does. But today we are moving into those same releases, cha- those same releases change how you trust yourself. Okay, so we're moving on to how releasing trapped emotions not only helps relationships, it helps yourself. Of course, it does. Now, because you have a relationship with yourself, do we not? So, our if if you struggle to make decisions, it is not a mindset issue. It is a nervous system issue. So, in decision making, the first step in all this, the decision making, most of your decisions come from protection. Protection. They do not come from presence, like being presence. Their trapped emotions stay in your fascia. They stay in your organs. They stay trapped in your body. Some of them. And in this state, you make choices based on fear. So this keeps your body in what? Fight, flight, freeze. You fear regret. You fear being wrong. You fear repeating the past. Who can relate with that? And I'll just chime in on my personal opinion on that thing is repeating the past. I feel like I am repeating and repeating and repeating, and I'm finally realizing that it's okay to repeat, but it is not okay to repeat your reaction to what's happening. That's when you elevate, is when you can fix the reaction, your reaction to whatever circumstance you're in. That's when things shift. Yes, and that's what I'm just figuring it out. So you overthink simple things, you ask everyone else for their opinion, you second guess yourself after the choice is made. Oh, that's me, all right. Now, a dysregulated body will always choose what is familiar over what is right for you. It doesn't care. It's going to choose what is familiar. And we've got to learn how to choose what is right. And I am still struggling with that one, let me tell you. I know I've talked about my kratom journey, trying to get off kratom, and I have not done it in over a month. It's been a while, but I had to go get help to get off of it. Mm. So it's been an ordeal. And then putting sugar in my body at 2 in the morning every night, getting up and getting ice cream. I've got to make better choices. We've got to make better choices. So, in this survival identity that you're in, fascia holds emotional memory. Not just fascia, but your organs and everything holds that. It remembers the moments where your choices were not safe. Have you ever made choices that weren't very safe? If you were punished or shamed, for choosing yourself, your body remembers that pain. You develop survival identities to stay safe. You build a heart wall. You become a people pleaser. You become a perfectionist. You become the person who always waits for permission. These are not personality traits. These are survival habits. You did not lose your intuition. You learned to override it. Ooh, and that the truth. So that's where we'll get into the emotion code. The emotion code. Thank you, dear Lord, for Bradley Nelson. The emotion code does not tell you what to do. It removes the emotional noise so you can hear your own inner voice. After you release these emotions, you feel less urgency. And I mean, I can tell you firsthand on that. I stopped doing the emotion code for a couple of weeks because I got busy and I had things to do. Well, that is back on my 100% get it done list. Okay. Every day. I at least do some emotions, release some every day. So it is critical to get rid of these emotions. And then on top of that, it is critical we learn how to process emotions so you don't trap more emotions, more than, regular amount. Well, I don't know what the regular amount is, but, you know, to where we can still function. So it removes the emotional noise so you can hear your inner voice. And after you release these, okay, we have less urgency after that. Now you feel neutral and calm. Your body gives a clear signals of your intuition just starts kind of being more clear. You stop needing others to tell you that you are doing the right thing. Oh man, oh man. Do I ever? I just always want to be validated, or I did. It's not as bad anymore, but man, I would definitely seek validation. Who's with me on that? So intuition lives in a regulated nervous system. Do you have a regulated nervous system? I know I don't. Self trust is a physical feeling, it is not just a thought. When the body feels safe, clarity is quiet, it is not dramatic. So, moving on to the cultural norm part of this, the cultural rules, social norms. I mean, it is pushed on us from the day from since we're babies. I mean, forever we've been pushed social norms. Every culture is different, and some norms are great. So many cultures reward you for obeying. Good girl. Way to eat all your food. They do not reward you for trusting yourself. No, they do not. Children are taught to follow rules instead of their feelings. As a public school teacher for 18 years, I can tell you that for sure. You listen, you follow the rules, you fall in line, and everything's going to be great. Women are often taught to doubt their instincts. Hmm. Men are told to use logic and ignore that pain. Suck it up, buttercup. This leads to you. This leads you to give your power to experts or partners. You think your inner guidance is broken. It is not broken. Self doubt is something you learn from your environment. So think about it. Let's reflect. Let's pause, take a breath, and you know, in and out. Often I do the box breathing in for four, hold four, out four, hold four, in four, over and over. Okay, I do that a lot. But right now, let's just take our breath and then think about the decision you need to make right now. Like, is there about a decision that you need to make? Is there any decision that you feel like you need to make? Like, I need to stop eating so much sugar. That is the decision I need to make. And I know this. They have told me I'm on the verge of hypoglycemic and I'm still gorging on sugar in the middle of the night. It's like something takes over me. Okay, so when I think about having to quit sugar, that's what I'm going to think about right now. Now, do you feel tension in your toes? I do. That's where I think I hold my attention. I crunch up my right toes like and so that clenches up. What about your foot? Ankle, legs, knees, hips, tummy, chest, shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, neck, head. Did you feel any tension anywhere? Did you feel anything different at all? You're thinking about the decision that you need to make. Then you do a body scan. That was a body scan. And then you figure out where you feel something. Notice what happens when you think about choosing what you want. Does your chest tighten? Does your stomach turn? Place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Breathe in slowly. Exhale longer than your inhale. Ask yourself what feels neutral. Look for the calm spot. Do not look for the excited, fearful spot. Well, another example of that would be something that I would want to do. I would want to quit my public school system job and make it online, make a job out of creating. Okay, what does that feel like? Oh, it feels scary. My tummy for sure. Get real excited, like scared. Okay. So I don't know if you guys are contemplating any crazy thing. Maybe you're contemplating leaving your relationship. What does that make you feel like? So just know you have a choice in all this. Healing does not make your life perfect. It doesn't. It makes choices available to you. When you trust yourself, you decide faster. I ended up saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I just didn't know what to do. Well, whenever you start to heal, you start knowing what to do. You start hearing your inner voice. Your subconscious kind of starts. Kinda you recognize it. You're just catching on a little bit more. You're more open to everything. So, you decide faster. You stop explaining your choices to everyone. Oh my gosh. Did I ever? I think people were like, "Why the hell are you telling me all this? I don't care what all you've been doing. And if you want to sit there and crochet all day, crochet all day. We don't care. Quit telling us everything, okay?" Literally, that's basically where I was at, and I have stopped. I have stopped explaining my whole life to my family and friends. And I mean, it's really none of anyone's business unless you want it to be. If you want it to be, that's fine. It's your life. Self-trust is not about having confidence. It is about feeling safe in your own skin. Do you feel safe in your skin? I didn't. I didn't for a long time. But I can say at 47, I look in the mirror and I think, "Damn, girl, you looking good. What you been doing? What?" I don't even care. My almost 18-year-old daughter, she's like, "Mm, I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm a weirdo, but it's okay. She loves me and I love her." And then this little girl, or her, she is also always want to be where I'm at. And she was a little rescue kitty. We do emotion code on her once a month. She gets some attachment issues, so she kind of needs it. She gets to kneading those biscuits. She's like, "Why is this mouse in my spot?" So she was needing those biscuits, and so I started doing that on her. And I've done it on her when she was a baby when we found her, and it helped so much. Like, he stopped the sucking part where she would suck on the blanket, and then she would just do the kneading, and now she just really doesn't even she does it some, and I do need to do it again, but I have another cat. I did his session yesterday, and I only became a cat because of my daughter, and now I love cats. Well, at least my cats. Okay. So in closing, and we're gonna wrap this up. You were never broken. Your body was just trying to keep you alive. When your body releases the past, your present self finally gets a voice. This is your time to take up space. You do not need more confidence. You need a body feels safe enough to choose you. That's what it's about. Finally being comfortable in your skin. That's all you got. God gave you one body, and He didn't mean for that body to be bogged down with all this toxicity in the environment and in our food and ugh, so exhausting. If we put things in our body that God intended us to put in our body, fruits, vegetables, things like that, then it can run at optimal performance. But if you put McDonald's and who knows what's going in those fast food products, if we put that in our body, what do we think we're gonna run like? It's like putting bad gas in a vehicle. You want it to go somewhere, you're gonna put some vegetable oil in it and think it's gonna go? No, mm-mm. You should probably have some actual good quality gasoline in it, and then it'll run properly. And being bogged down with trapped emotions, like on the heart wall, no, we're not running at optimal performance if we are um, bogged down with all that baggage. It's energy. It's just energy that you do not need. It's just holding you back. If you have any questions about this, Bradley Nelson has his book Emotion Code on YouTube. Like, you can listen to the whole book for free. And I recommend getting the hard copy because I like to mark up in it. This is my copy. Yeah, you might want to get it. It teaches you how to muscle test. I'm still learning that. I'm really good at pendulum and dowsing rods, and that is not, we're all energetically connected. They didn't teach us this growing up, and I don't know when it got smashed, but we need to make sure people know about it. We need to open everybody's eyes. That's what I feel. So let's broaden everybody's knowledge on being connected energetically, and let's shoot for more kindness in this world. I choose not to listen to the news and all the things going on. Not going to do it. I can't change any of that. I can change what I'm doing right here, right now, and the people I can find and connect with. So, thank you, Lord, for putting this in my heart. This little cat is just melting right here. I'm petting her little head. So, my website is www.helperbydesign.com. You can find me also on TikTok, all the things. What's that? Substack. And yeah, just look for Jamie Thrash, Helper by Design. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me. It means a lot.